What are you going to do? 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 Sit around? You're going to sit around? What are you going to do? You're going to sit around? You sit around? You sit around? You sit around? You sit around? Start worrying. Start worrying about things. You're going to think about things. You're going to think about things. You're going to sit around. You're going to start thinking about things, right? You're going to start worrying. You got to stay busy. 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 You don't worry about anything. I start worrying. I get anxious. I get anxious. I get anxious. I get stressed out. I get stressed out. I get stressed out. I get all balled up inside. You know what I mean? I get all balled up. I get kind of nervy. You know what I mean? I get all balled up inside. You know what I mean? I get all balled up inside. I get all balled up inside. I get depressed. I get depressed, 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 I get depressed. The bottom falls out, the bottom falls out, the bottom falls out, what happens? All hell breaks loose. Then what are you going to do? You gotta stay busy. You gotta stay busy, you gotta stay busy. That's the secret. No secret, simple. Stay busy. Stay busy, stay busy. Breaks out, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I said, this is a day work, and this is another day work. It adds up, you know what I mean? It all adds up. Pretty soon the boss notices, the boss notices. If this day work, what are you going to do? You gotta make it up. You gotta make it up. Pretty soon you gotta make it up, then you gotta work twice as hard. So what do? You maintain. Stay busy, that's all, stay busy. You fall behind, you fall in arrears, you fall in arrears, you know what I mean? You fall in arrears. You get behind. You get behind. You gotta do something, right? You gotta do something like those bugs out in the desert, you know, those bugs, the turd bugs. You know, they're rolling the turd balls up and down, rolling the turd balls up and down the hill. They roll them up, they roll back down, they roll them up, they roll back down. They gotta do something, right? You gotta do something. You gotta stay busy. You gotta stay busy. That's all. Stay busy. Don't worry. You don't worry about anything anymore. What happens if you don't stay busy? You worry. You worry. That's time. So what are you gonna do? Sit on your ass? But the grasshopper. Remember the grasshopper? The story of the grammar school. You remember that story of the grasshopper? Grasshopper sitting around, picking his teeth, just sitting there with his legs across, picking his teeth. And you gotta be an ant. You gotta be an ant. That's what you gotta be. You gotta stay busy. The ants worry. Ants don't worry about anything. Ants are busy. They know exactly what they're doing. They gotta work. They gotta work. They gotta work. They're busy. They don't worry about it. They gotta be an ant. I gotta go now. I gotta go to work. Sorry.
All right, Reverend Niece, the Rick McIntyre.